Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF to you all. I know you all are excited because it is Friday, but we all should be excited every day that God wakes us up and allows us to just experience a brand new day. It's like a gift. The gift of life. It is literally like a gift to me anyway. I hope you all are doing amazingly well. I hope you had a fantastic week. Of course, I am here with a message. Aren't you guys excited to know what my message is for today? Well, maybe it's just me because I am excited to talk to you guys about this today. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is resilience. And resilience is basically the ability to bounce back from hard times. So I actually asked my soon-to-be 15-year-old daughter how would she describe me one day. This was a little while ago, and that was a word that she used. She said, "Mom, you're resilient." I was like, oh, I was just so honored for her to use that as a way to describe her mother. I guess if anybody would ask her, she would tell them maybe, the same way that she told me, that she has a resilient mother. So that is always nice to hear from one of your children. But I want you to ask yourself that. I was going to say, have you asked yourself that question? But typically people don't just go around asking themselves, how tough was I in that last situation? Or if you just want to take a moment to observe yourself and think about how you handle life's situations. How did you handle that last situation? Ask yourself, like, how good are you at handling tough situations? Because that is going to play a vital role in your upcoming success and the ability to overcome tough situations, which may come in any form. It's just life. It shows up. It happens to us all. You don't have to feel alienated because something happened to you that you may think never happens to anyone else. We all have things that happen to us in our bodies. Sometimes, some of us are even born with disabilities, and no one is the same, but how good are you at dealing with tough situations and tough times? Things happen that are completely and totally beyond our control. Like, we cannot control the things that happens to us in our life. We just can't. Some things just happen out the blue. You just standing there like, what the HE double hockey sticks just happened? Like, I don't even know where that came from. One moment things might be peaches and cream or hunky-dory or whatever, however you want to call it. One moment things may seem to be going perfectly okay. You got a moment of peace and calm in your life, and then a situation may occur that you may never have even seen coming. So sometimes we have to stop our lives, to deal with the situation, or our life have to literally revolve around us having to cope with this new thing, that's going on with us right now. It might be health wise, it might be, financial, it might be mental, it might be physical, it might be someone in our family. We never know. But how good are you at bouncing back and dealing with those situations? Now, don't quote me on this, but I know I hear a lot of people say, okay, well, basically they say life is not what happens to you, is how you deal with it. But I was going to say, because they put like a percentage on it, like life is like is 1% of what happens to you, and 99% of how you choose to deal with it. So it's not that thing that happens to you. It's really what defines you, and how people look at you is not by the thing that happened to you. It's how you dealt with it. How is it impacting your life? People like to talk, honey. People like to talk. They like to gossip, and such and such said such and such. And by the time the story get all the way around the block, it ain't right anyway. It done got all chopped up, broke up, and it ain't even what the story really is. But when it comes down to whatever role you played in the story, and they say, well, what such and such do, or what this person do, I'm talking about the ones from the hood. I know y'all can feel me, because the hood talks, okay? When you from the hood, like we really ain't even had that much to do or going on for ourselves or whatever, so we like to talk. And so and it always come back, well, what did this person do or that person do, or how did they deal with it? And then they be like, ooh, child, well, such and such, they done flipped out, and they ain't got good sense no more. Well, I heard they had to put them in the crazy hospital. They call it 302 them. Yeah, I heard they had 302 them, child. I completely lost every bit of their mind. They be like, woo, child, so now you the crazy one now. He done lost all his mind. Oh, such and such, yeah, he crazy now. So now they done stamped you and labeled you, with crazy. I'm just giving y'all a little scoop of how it is in the hood, because by the time that story get back around, they don't even talk about the situation that happened anymore. They just talk about how you done flipped out and lost every single last little bit of your mind because of what happened to you. So that y'all don't look at me like I'm crazy, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. This is how it is in the hood. I'm from the hood. I can't lie to y'all. But basically in life, that is how it is. It is not what happens to you. It's how you deal with it. And they be like, well, how's she doing now? They want to know, well, how you doing now since the operation, or since the divorce, or since the loss of your loved one, or since. They want to know how you doing now. Even if you had a baby, oh, child, she done had another baby. Well, what's she doing now? She taking care of them kids, child. I know they talked about me, because I had them back to back to back to back to back, and all of them that talked about me. Let them talk about me now. Okay, so it don't even matter. It don't even matter. It ain't even the fact that I had a bunch of kids, because I took care of all of them. I bet you they not sitting around talking about that, because that part too. They don't even talk about how good you do. They really only talk about you. They dog you out when you doing bad. So I guess I don't know. It might be exciting to them in some kind of way, because people being able to talk themselves up and talk other people down, I guess it does something for their adrenaline or for their ego or something like that. We like to compare ourselves to one another and talk about, well, this person down here, well, at least I ain't as bad as such and such. And it makes us feel good about ourselves when we can, compare ourselves to somebody else and say, we are not as bad off as they are. And we lose sight of the fact that we all got issues. Your issues might not be my issues, and my issues might not be your issues, but you got some issues, okay? I got some issues. I might not be going through the same thing that a lot of people out there are going through, but I'm going through some stuff, okay? We all are. We all are always going through something. You either just coming out of a situation, you on your way into a situation, or you just got through with a situation. It's just life. It is just life. It's how you show up. It is how you show up. Like, what are you going to do about it? How resilient are you? You know, can somebody look at you and say, "Ooh, child, you look like you done been through something." Y'all saw me. I was just sick. Y'all probably couldn't tell. Y'all thought I was lying about how sick I was. I got sick last week, and I was sick for about a week. Literally, like maybe yesterday was the first day that I really ate a complete meal. Like my body was reeking with illness. I had achy joints. I was tired, but I still had to show up. I had an amazing week that I killed this week, y'all. I executed this week. This week was the best week of my entire life. I'm telling you, I had a life-changing week, and I see why the enemy tried to attack me in my body, because I was almost at the point where I just thought I would not be able to show up. But God did this thing, right, where he made me able to do everything that he had me set out to do, with nothing standing in my way, because that's what I pray for. That's what I pray for, y'all. Nothing, not even me. Don't even let me get in my way. So when I had to turn my TV off some nights this week, when I wanted to watch a love story or watch a Christmas film, y'all think I'd be lying, but that is my favorite thing, y'all. I cuddle up to my TV, especially at the long day. But I might have did that maybe once this week, but some nights I had to work sick and tired. Like I did not feel like doing it. But when it came time for me to show up, woo, baby, woo, that thing was like pop, pop, pop. I'm telling you, I can't even explain to you in words how awesome my week was. It was absolutely, completely amazing. And I was basically sick as a dog all week. I had to stop. I had to go to the doctors, make sure I didn't have COVID or anything contagious or the flu, and just make sure that I was okay. Had to drink plenty of fluids, feed myself my herbs, because that's one thing that I do. I just had to nourish myself, rest, nourish myself, but I had to continue to do the work. I had to continue to do the things that I know God got me out here doing. I didn't miss one day of uploading a video on here, and I don't even know if y'all can tell by looking at me how sick I was, but I was really sick this week. Like I was sick. I did not feel like none of it. I just wanted to crawl in my bed and just curl up and stay there. I am a heavy water drinker. Like I just drink water constantly. I didn't even want to drink no water this week. And my body was like, where's the water? But I just didn't even want. I had a nasty taste in my mouth. I was just sick. I was just sick all week. By the grace of God, I'm back at like 100%, y'all. So thank God for that. But I still had to show up. And I don't regret a bit of it. I'm just so grateful for how this week turned out. I mean, it was absolutely amazing for me. Like it just really just showed me something that I needed to see. So that's just how good God is. But how resilient are you? Have you taken a look at yourself and how you have dealt with past situations in your life? What your bounce back look like, baby? Because the bounce back's supposed to be better than the situation. Like you supposed to bounce back like that situation ain't never happened. Like we already know that it happened. We already know that somebody did something along the line that they wasn't supposed to be doing. The situation is what it is. Not 100 times out of 100, we can't change the situation. What we can change is ourselves and how we choose to deal with the situation. That's what we can change. That's what we can control. We can literally change the outcome of the direction that our future is headed towards. But it's literally up to you. You can't cry over spilt milk. I mean, you spilled some milk, what you gonna do? Clean it up and keep on going. I mean, how long you go? The time that you take cleaning over the crying over the spilt milk. You could have been that had the spilt milk cleaned up and poured yourself a glass of fresh, brand new, cold milk. So, I mean, the choice is yours. Like, how resilient are you? Be resilient today. Bounce back. Like, when you tell that story, they're going to be like, that happened to you? Yeah. Yeah, they ain't even going to believe that you are the same person that's telling the story that situation happened to. Don't let the situation happen to you. You happen to the situation. How about that? How about that? You show up to that situation like, okay, you here? This is what's going on. Well, I'm here too. Like, so we just both here. So what's up? Like, face that situation face to face. Don't go crawling in no corner. Don't go calling your mom. You call your mom after you done handled this situation. You call your mom after you all better. Because y'all know how moms is. I couldn't keep calling my mom every time I got into a situation. She'd be up worrying all night. And I know I had a praying mother. I know my mother would have been praying for me, but I didn't want my mom up worrying all night. Call your mom when the situation is done over with. Everything is cool now. The fire done got put out. We done pulled out the fire extinguishers. The firemen done came. It don't even smell like smoke. When you could go through the fire and don't even smell like smoke, then you know that you on the way to where you supposed to be. Because it's something else for you to do. Then you can elevate. Because after you get through that situation, and it might take a long time for you to literally get through mentally, and it might take some coaching. You got to be your own hype man. You got to coach yourself. Don't wait for nobody else to get in your ear and hype you up. You know what you got to do for yourself. You tell yourself you gonna make it. The situation is what the situation is going to be. Don't wait for nobody to call your phone. Don't wait for nobody to knock on your door. Don't wait for nobody to show up. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's super save somebody. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You take it to God in prayer and you be your own superhero. How resilient are you? Are you going to let that situation take you down? Or you going to take that situation down? Because at this point, they don't even know who they messing with right now. You better pull it out your socks. Pull it out wherever you got to pull it out of. You better have some stuff hitting up your sleeve that they ain't even know you had. Pull out that secret weapon. And I ain't talking about these guns these little young boys out here slinging around thinking they somebody because they got a little piece of pistol. I ain't talking about none of that. Pull out the big guns and show somebody what you really can do. If you want to be resilient, if you want to be successful, if you want to move forward and elevate and move higher to another level of your life, how resilient are you? You ain't got to tell me. This ain't no shout your mama sermon. You ain't got to call and tell your mama. You ain't got to go knock on your neighbor's door and talk about how resilient you are. You can have this conversation with yourself and do what you got to do. Toughen up, buttercup. The pity party is over. The situation is whatever the situation is. It's time for you to do what you got to do. Be stronger. Allow any and every situation. Take it as a lesson and be stronger. Use it as stair steps on the way for you to get to where you need to be. So that's it, y'all. I'm hungry. I had a long day. I want to go ahead, eat my food, finish doing what I got to do, so I can have a beautiful Saturday tomorrow. I know I already am. So God bless y'all. Be resilient. I'm telling you, that is my word for the day. If you don't know what it means, look it up. Be resilient on today. You got to fight through those situations like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. I'm telling you, fight through them. All right, y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all don't laugh at me, but y'all have a blessed and beautiful Friday. And Lord willing, I will be back tomorrow with another motivational message of the day. Y'all be blessed.